Good morning, everybody. Teresa Daly, Nala Pack and Lifestyle Mentoring, bringing you the tips, tricks, advice, and support that you need for embracing your life in a way that you can have some more happiness, ease, joy, prosperity, and health. Today, I'm going to be taking you on a little journey to shop in bulk. What is shopping in bulk? How does it work? What are the people like that own these shops? And how do you get to behave as a customer? These are some things we're going to look at in this really fun and short coming video. So thank you so much for joining me on the journey. Love and blessings to you all. Good morning, everybody. It's Teresa Daly, Nala Pack and Lifestyle Mentoring. Today, I'm going to take you into one of my favourite shops, and that is Unpacked in Kingston. Unpacked is a Whole Foods bulk buy shopping place which services the local community, sellers and buyers alike, and it's just fantastic. And what I'm going to show you today is all about shopping in bulk and the benefits of that and what you might find in a shop like Unpacked, which does really have everything. So let's go inside and have a look. All right. Inside the beautiful Unpacked, walking straight through the doors, you'll see lots of fabulous fresh produce, which is all organic and grown locally and delivered every week. So many beautiful dry goods. I'm going to show you a favourite of mine, the cornflakes. Now the cornflakes, you don't have to support old Kellogg's and their cartons, which you'll then have left over. You can come in here and just buy 2 cups of cornflakes if that's what you need for your favourite biscuits. Having a look down here, fancy item. Look at that, organic dried mulberries without a packet. Now you can come in here and you can buy 2 tablespoons to snack on, or you can buy 2 whole bucketfuls. It's totally up to you. A massive line of chocolates. We won't stop and read every single label, but there are heaps of vegan options, all organic. Beautiful. Now chocolate may be something that you do want to buy 25 kilos of. However, you'd be also super welcome to buy some of these lovely honeycombs, vegan chocolate coated strawberries, and you could just buy 5 if you have a lot of self-control. Look at this fridge. Jam-packed with goodies, kimchi, tofu, milk in glass jars, yogurt, juice. And here we have, for the people that do drink cow's milk, milk on tap. So you don't need to have any more plastic. You can come in here and get milk on tap. Nut butters, kombucha on tap, vinegars, oils. Look at that. All the laundry liquids, cleaning products, all in bulk. Now you'll notice that you can serve yourself here. You can bring along your own jars, or there are jars for sale, and you can serve yourself. Or if you don't have time to serve yourself, or you don't exactly know what you're doing, the staff are absolutely fabulous and they will 100% help you to get all that you need. Now I want to talk a little minute about the staff. Okay, Josh, we are going to talk about the staff at Unpacked. Now, of course, you're one of the owners of Unpacked.
That's right, my wife and I.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know it really. Like, you're not pompous, going around, big boss man, are you?
Bit of a clown.
You're a really happy, friendly, down-to-earth, good person, you know, and this is the thing when you come in here, all the staff are so friendly and so approachable, and so, you're actual, like, real people. Oh, sorry about that, we're in your road, there we go. Get to tell the customers are laughing and we're laughing, and that's how it goes, really.
That's right.
So, like, when you go into a big supermarket, Like when I don't go into big supermarkets, I really think they're the devil's undies. I wouldn't go into them unless I'm absolutely desperate.
Yeah.
But I think that big supermarkets, they're not friendly really, are they? They're not like going into a family.
No, they're not. They're not built to. It's not conducive to that interaction, is it at all?
So what would you say are the big differences when you think about people coming in here versus going into a supermarket? How do you want your customers to feel when they come in?
I think the important thing to kind of acknowledge is we're all very like-minded. The customers that come in here feel the same way about food and the same way about the environment that we do. So we already have a connection, which is great. We do our best to remember people's names, so you have that lovely kind of personal connection when people walk in. You know, someone says, "Oh, how you going, Therese? It's good to see you," and immediately you feel a bit good and a bit important.
Yes.
And the customers that we generally get in here are just, you say that the staff are lovely, they're lovely too. They're just
what about the customers that spill stuff on the floor?
Oh, look, they're all right.
What about them? Because I've done that before. Do you have to feel bad about that?
I feel orders for customers. I spill things on the floor too, so it's just it's a nature of the business.
And what about customers?
No one's made to feel bad.
What about customers, because I may have done this, what about customers who've brought in a young child who has a massive tantrum, screaming fit, clanking and going crazy on the floor? Do you chuck such customers out?
No, given that I have 4 children, I can honestly say we've all been there and done that, so we just make them feel very welcome. We've got a little spot around the back with lots of kids' books and all that, so we might suggest, sometimes I take the child around and read them a book while mum or dad does the shopping. So
and this is the real difference for me between a supermarket and coming here, is that you come here and to me it's like I'm walking into a family, like a part of my own home.
That's right, and it's not a chore for us at all. It's actually, I count that as a blessing. I feel really nice to be able to do that.
Yep.
It's one of the things that's a highlight to my day, to be honest, to be able to facilitate that kind of a thing, and people can go about their business and do their shopping and not have to worry. It's great.
And what's the highlight for you? What's the highlight for you about shopping in bulk?
Oh goodness, there's so many merits to it. So the 2 main things that my wife and I want to facilitate in this business is good food, so looking after yourself from the inside out, and zero waste, or waste-free living. Doesn't matter what your motivation is to look after the environment. Everyone has a different motivation, but surely we can all agree that we are to be good stewards of the earth. And if we can reduce the amount of waste by the way that people can shop in here, then that's a huge box tick for us.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
And look, what do you say is the biggest drawback to shopping in bulk? What would you say? Is there a draw? I don't know if I've got one, but what do you think?
It's probably the misconception that people don't realise how to do it. They walk in and don't necessarily understand that they can go and serve themselves and take as little or as much as they like. They are so trained by the supermarkets or conditioned that they have to take a certain amount. And it's just that little bit of a paradigm shift where they go, oh, well, I only need a cup of that today. I can actually just get a cup of that. I don't need to buy a big box or a bag.
And that, in some ways, that's really good for me personally, is if I'm cooking with an ingredient that I don't usually eat, but I'm like, say, making it for you. But the other thing is like I've come in here before and I've looked around and I've looked around everywhere and I've thought, hey, I wonder what that tastes like.
Yeah, that's right.
I wonder if I could make that into a nice pasta or something. And this means that I can just get enough for one meal.
That's right.
And I can come back and get enough for more if I want.
If you want.
Or not.
Yeah, or not.
I don't have to buy a whole kilo.
Might have been a disaster and you go, crikey, I never want that again.
That's it. And you don't have to have it again. You're not stuck with it again.
Yeah, so that's a big benefit. And I guess the other drawback is people don't realise everything that we stock. We really are the one-stop shop. There's from cleaning products to food, whether it be chilled food or bulk food, to eco-home living. There's different meats, for people that eat meat. There's really everything available here. And where possible,
so it's like a supermarket, except
that's right.
You're in control.
That's right.
You choose how much you want to get. The service is 1,000 times better.
Yeah, that's right.
There's no self-checkout here.
No.
You're not allowed to self-checkout.
And if you've got a sense of humour, you're coming to the right place, because we do love a joke.
Yeah,
we really do.
And you're seeing your friends.
Yeah, that's right.
And
exactly.
You're seeing your friends.
Yeah, yep, for sure.
So anything else that you'd like to add about shopping in bulk?
Oh, look, I just think over time it'd be really nice to see more new faces come in. So we love seeing our existing customers, and like you said, they're like family. But when I see new faces, I immediately get a bit of a warm, fuzzy feeling going, well, there's one more person that's kind of jumped on the train with us and is trying to live that way. And the more people that do it, it can only be great, And then not just from the perspective of the shop doing well, but from the perspective of that's less rubbish. That's less rubbish that's going to the tip.
Yes, and that's something that we
Yeah.
we really care about.
That's right, absolutely. That's the number one thing, really, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And the only other thing I'll add is that I had a lady come in the other day and she said, I have limited income. She said, but I eat this way. She said, because I'd rather spend a little bit more now than a lot more later at the hospital. And I just thought, what a good way of looking at it.
That's
you know?
exactly how I look at it too.
It's almost like preventative maintenance.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
yeah,
It is. Well, the fuel that goes into the engine
That's right.
of the machine makes all the difference.
Surely
you
does.
go and put diesel in my car out there, which doesn't take diesel.
That's right.
And we'll see how far you get.
Exactly.
And then how much it's going to cost you to get a new engine.
That's right. Good comparison.
Yep,
That's right.
Yep. Well, thank you so very much.
That's right. Thank you, Fraser.
Okay. Bye, everyone. All right, so here we are now with all the glass jars that you can buy. Now these are looking super clean and tidy and beautiful. And if you bring in your own glass jars, they don't need to look super tidy and beautiful. You can put them onto this. So what you do is you bring in your jar and you put it on there and it'll tell you a weight. And then you use this pen to write the weight down onto here, and that means that when you pay for the product at the end, you're not paying for the jar, for your own jar. You're only paying for what you buy. There's also some lovely packaged goods here. Like these are really fantastic if you need to get a present. And I've been in here many times where I have really needed to get a gift for someone, and I've done my shopping and I've managed to get a gift at exactly the same time, which is really fantastic. Let's go and have a look now at the sweets cabinet. So this is here we go. Josh is going to tell us about this cabinet now.
All right.
This is the fridge with the goodies.
The cabinet of temptation. But yeah, all good, all gluten-free, dairy-free, refined sugar-free, with the exception of the beautiful carrot cake. That's got everything in it. But also you'll notice in here we have a lot of things still in bulk. So things like yogurt, hummus, sauerkraut, chutneys, kasundis, marinated feta. You can bring your own jar and take as much as you like again.
Just so cool. And now you know what I really love? I love these pollen nut makery raw desserts. And the lady that makes them is just beautiful. And I'm going to go and show you another favourite product of mine that friends of mine make that is down in the back fridge. In this part of the fridge, we've got some fabulous products from James and Loz of Soyoyoi. We've got unfettered and breezy. We've got all these amazing, fresh, cold stored products here. And the list just goes absolutely on and on. Josh is going to open up another fridge. Look at all the sauerkraut, vegan spreads, juices. It just goes on and on. And Josh, the next one, looking at a freezer here. Now, gluten-free bread. Now, this is top-notch stuff. Like, I know my food. I bloody love my food. This is not junk, okay? There's nothing here that is junk. It is all 100% really good quality, really fresh, and mostly made by local people. So you're supporting small business at the same time. That's something that I really do care about, is supporting small business and good people. Real life customer here. I have got Alan, and I am so excited to have Alan here today. He is a shopper at Unpacked. Tell me, what are your top 3 things that you love about shopping at Unpacked versus going to a supermarket?
Top 3? Well, there's so many. Top 3. Number 1, you can buy exactly the quantity you need.
Yep.
You don't have to worry about the packaging. What's gone into the packaging? Is it reaching? So you buy what you want and not have to buy more than you need. The fact that it's the bulk, not everything is organic.
Yep.
If it's not organic, it's things like almonds, insecticide free. Some things are very hard to get organic, so they're restricted in the amount of pesticides they're using. So that is one of the really great things about the store.
Yep.
And the next thing is your range. You can get things here, I've found over the last 4 or 5 years, that I cannot find anywhere else.
Yep, yep. And if you're looking for something that you want, like for instance, I said this morning, can we get some bulk sago in?
Yep.
Yeah, we'll look into that.
Absolutely.
You know, you can't go into a supermarket and they're not gonna, there's, the big multinational people, they don't, you can't go in there and ask for what you want and they say, oh sure Teresa, we'll bring that in for you.
Well, here's a 5 gram packet. if you look at the per kilo cost
Yeah,
of that
because you
little
can have a
5
go
gram
at
packet.
you can have a go at that almond whatever that you've never had before. You just want to have a taste. You see if it's for you or not.
So you can pay X per kilo here.
Yep.
But if you go and buy 10 grams of it in a no-name supermarket,
Yep.
look at per kilo. It's going to be several $100 for a kilo. You're kidding.
Yeah.
But the point is, you're absolutely correct. I can't remember the particular things, but at least 2 products which you have now that
Yep.
you didn't have before. So you get this and you get that, that's all right.
Yep.
And
So-
you'll always find more in there.
Yep.
You're always expanding. You're always helpful. And the products are just fantastic. I have a bag here with lots of empty containers in it ready to go.
Yep.
There's paper bags, so you're minimising the plastic or getting rid of
It's
the
just a
plastic.
win-win situation all over, isn't it?
Win.
And you get to speak to lovely people, actual real lovely people.
Yes.
And you get to grab actual real lovely customers off the floor when they're about to get their real lovely liquid detergent.
Well, as you know,
Oh, it's
you
fantastic.
just grabbed me. I walked into the store 5 minutes ago with my bag, my non-plastic bag,
Yes.
ready to load up with things.
And you got grabbed.
I'm about to weigh some containers, and you said, "Come with me." I said, "Sure."
And that's it. And that's the joy and the love of life, because we love life.
That's one of the joys of coming in here.
It's a real
Everyone's great.
social outing. I was dancing a second before. I was dancing to the Spice Girls and nobody bats an eyelid. It's fantastic.
Well,
Just,
I-
spread the life and the joy and that happiness in the world.
everyone here is just so well. Everyone's happy. It's just a great place. It's a good energy in here. Really, really.
Really good energy.
Yeah. And I live 40 minutes away,
Yep.
and I'll make a trip in here. Just
Especially.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I agree. Well, thanks so much, Alan. I hope you don't get grabbed again, or maybe you can get grabbed
Pleasure.
again.
Grab away.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, mate.
My
Bye.
pleasure.
Bye.
Bye.